You had a dream once. Maybe it was a business, a book, a body you were proud of, a life that felt like yours, not a schedule you inherited from someone else's expectations. You remember it, the clarity of it, how certain it felt. What happened to it? You didn't fail. You didn't get defeated. Nobody took it from you. You just got comfortable. And comfort has a way of making the things that once burned inside you feel like they belong to a younger, more naive version of yourself. Comfort taught you to call your surrender wisdom. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something that genuinely scared you? Not roller coaster scared, not horror movie scared. I mean the kind of fear that comes from risking something real. Your pride, your reputation, your certainty. Can you remember? Because if you have to think that hard, that's your answer. Studies on regret in aging populations show a consistent pattern. People don't regret the things they did. They regret the things they almost did. The business they almost started. The person they almost became. Almost. That word will haunt you more than any failure ever could. Here's what nobody tells you about comfort. It doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like a reward. You worked hard. You earned this Netflix. You earned this weekend. You earned this just one more year at a job that's slowly leaching the color from your eyes. Comfort is the most sophisticated cage ever built because you built it and you decorated it and you told yourself it was home. Let me describe your day. Not a bad day, an average one. The alarm goes off, you hit snooze, not because you're tired, but because the bed is warm and the world outside it requires something from you. So you negotiate. 10 more minutes, just 10. You scroll before your feet touch the floor. Before you've had a single original thought, you've already consumed 47 other people's realities. Their opinions, their outrage, their highlight reels. You eat something quick, something convenient, not because you're busy, but because choosing and preparing feels like effort, and effort is the enemy of comfort. At work, you do enough. Not your best. Your best would require vulnerability, the risk of trying fully and still failing. So you do enough to stay invisible, enough to stay safe. You come home. You're tired, but it's a strange kind of tired. Not the tiredness of someone who spent everything they had. It's the tiredness of someone who held back all day and somehow that still drained them. You watch something, eat something, scroll something, and this is the part that should terrify you. You feel fine. Not happy, not alive, not on fire. Fine. Fine is how potential dies. Not in explosions, not in dramatic failures, in increments, in average Tuesdays. In I'll start on Monday, repeated across a decade until Monday becomes a mythology you no longer believe in. You are not suffering enough to change. And that is precisely the problem. This isn't philosophy. This is neuroscience. Your brain is a prediction machine. It is constantly, obsessively optimizing for one thing: energy conservation. And comfort is its favorite shortcut. Every time you choose ease over effort, your brain reinforces that pathway. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, works both ways. It doesn't just build new capability, it dismantles unused ones. When you stop challenging yourself, the neural pathways associated with resilience, creativity, and risk tolerance begin to thin. Literally. Like muscle that isn't trained. Like a road that no one uses, slowly reclaimed by the wilderness. You stop being brave. You forget how. You stop creating. The muscle atrophies. You stop growing. And things that don't grow decay. Brain scan graphic. 2 scans side by side. One active and lit, one dim. Then there's dopamine. Your brain's reward chemical is being systematically hijacked. Every notification, every scroll, every frictionless delivery to your door. These microdoses of instant gratification are recalibrating your reward threshold upward. Meaning, real achievement, which is slow and painful and uncertain, stops feeling rewarding at all. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. You keep moving. The finish line keeps moving. And the things that used to feel like progress, a new skill, a finished project, a difficult conversation, register as almost nothing against the backdrop of your endlessly stimulated nervous system. You are becoming incapable of feeling the satisfaction that meaningful work provides. And the worst part? You probably already know this. You felt it, that hollow feeling after finishing something that should have mattered. That's not burnout. That's atrophy. I want you to imagine something. You're 72 years old. The body doesn't move the way it used to. The options have narrowed. Not through tragedy, but through the slow mathematics of time spent and choices made. You're sitting in a chair by a window. Outside, the world moves. Young people move through it with a terrifying velocity of people who still believe they have enough time. And you think back, not to the failures you could live with. You think back to the mornings you slept through, the ideas you never launched, the version of yourself you could see clearly, just on the other side of discomfort, and chose every single day not to reach for. If this is landing somewhere uncomfortable right now, good. That discomfort is information. Hit the like button. Not because this video deserves it, because you do. Because acknowledging truth, even when it stings, is the first act of someone who still intends to change. You don't get a second life. You don't get a practice run. This is it. This specific configuration of time, ability, and awareness, it won't come again. And you are spending it being comfortable. I'm not going to tell you it gets easier. It doesn't. Discomfort is not a phase you pass through on the way to a new, comfortable life. It is the life, the real one, the one where you are actually present, actually tested, actually here. Every person you admire, every person whose work moves you, whose discipline unsettles you, whose results seem almost inhuman, they did not find a way around the hard. They found a way to want it more than they wanted the alternative. You have two options. They are the only two that have ever existed. Option 1, stay comfortable. Keep optimizing your environment for ease. Keep reducing friction. Keep choosing the path that asks the least of you. And watch, slowly, from the inside, as a life you are capable of living passes you by like a train you watched from the platform. Option 2, choose the harder thing. Today. Not Monday, not when conditions are right. Today. In the next hour. With no guarantee it will work. No promise of reward. No certainty of outcome. Comfort will not love you back. It will not stand beside you at 72 and tell you it was worth it. It will not look at what you built and feel proud. It is just the absence of effort, dressed up as peace. And you deserve more than an absence. If this video reached something in you, something that had gone quiet, then do one thing right now. Subscribe. Not to this channel, to the idea that you are not finished. That the version of you capable of something remarkable hasn't been destroyed by comfort yet, only buried. Subscribe as a declaration that you're still in the fight. And leave a comment below. Tell me, what's the one comfortable habit that you know is costing you the most? Write it down. Name it. Because the things we refuse to name are the things that own us. The comfortable life is waiting for you, exactly where you left it. The question is whether you are willing to wait for it in return.